Hello everybody, Game Nerd here with more news on what's going on with Torrent Pirate Bay. And as you guys know, I've done a lot of extensive, legitimate research on this. So let's get to what's happening now. Before, in previous videos, I had mentioned Torrent Pirate Bay, Costa Rica, and I explained what Torrent Pirate Bay, Costa Rica was. The thing is, it's a real fight to. A bunch of people are trying to keep it up, and then a bunch of other people are saying no, we have to keep this down. So basically, for a while, it's gonna be like a yo-yo, and it's gonna go. 1 week it could be down, next week it could be up, or for 3 weeks it could be down, and then 4 weeks later, who knows? It could be back up again. So it's really a bunch of people, one saying yes, the other saying no, and it's basically a game of let's see who can do it faster than the other person. So I mean, the more I think about it, and I have been thinking about it, it's really no surprise, because with these type of operations, eventually eventually the services and the sites are going to be taken down eventually, because this is, file sharing illegally, and it's inevitable. It's bound to happen with this kind of stuff. So it's not really a surprise. However, upon saying that, I'm gonna go even further here to show you. Just to show, anybody, anybody from Sweden who is watching this video, or any of, government people who are watching this video, who were involved in the shutting down of this site, just to show you, I do, buy DVDs and Blu-rays. I have been buying DVDs and Blu-rays and VHSs for for most of my life, for God knows how long, and as you can see, it's official, and I don't see the real issue if, like, okay, I can see if people are, copying, making thousands and thousands of copies of the movie and selling it to people, and making money off of copyrighted content, which is that's copyright infringement. I understand that, but if you are planning to use it for your own personal use, and you're not planning on selling it or distributing it illegally, that's okay in my eyes. And that's the thing with this whole when this whole file sharing system started. The music industry doesn't like it. The film industry doesn't like it. But yet the film industry makes enough money as it is, and I'm sorry if anybody disagrees with that, but that's just my opinion, and it's the right opinion because I've done full, legitimate, official research on this, and I don't. It's been proven that it's not hurting them, in any way. I mean, okay, like I say, unless you are selling the product that you like, unless you either copy the product to a disk or to an external hard drive, or and then sell it for profit, and that's what is called copyright infringement. But to use it for your own personal use is totally fine. I find, and it's funny because if you actually read, go watch go put in a DVD right now just to watch or just to read the copyright law, the official copyright law. It says, and I quote, this, if you see anyone copying this film and distributing it and not using it for their own personal use, you are to report them for copyright infringement if they are not using it for their own personal use. So in a way, the whole thing, the law is not being followed. They don't understand. And it's I mean, yes, it's a gray area, but if you are just using the product for your own personal use, not selling it, not distributing it, not making a profit off it, it's not considered copyright infringement. Now, if you're doing it the other way, yes, that is, of course, copyright infringement. And that's illegal, and that's the problem with all these file sharing and all these operations, is because they are distributing and selling the content for free, illegally. They are doing it is copyright infringement. So that's the big problem. But I mean, the music and the film industry and these guys that are running these sites, that are running these files and sharing these illegal files, they need to come. I think the whole thing is stupid. I mean, the site was the Torrent Pirate Bay was started in 2003, and it's been running for more than a decade now, and all of a sudden it was like, whoa, we've had enough. I think in short, I think that the film industry and the music industry and the guys that are running and sharing all these files, I think that they all have to come to some sort of mutual understanding. Otherwise, it's just going to be a continuous fight, as is with Torrent Pirate Bay, Costa Rica right now. I tried it out. I tried it out last night. Actually, it's working fine. Tried it out this morning. Blocked again. Uh, so I mean, for 1 day it could be blocked. For 1 week it could be blocked. For 1 month, and then for 1 month it could be up again. And then for 2 months it could be blocked. Who knows? I mean, but I mean, all these different things, they have to come to a mutual understanding. Otherwise, nothing at all is going to get resolved, and it's just going to be continuous. And you know, even if the Pirate Bay does go back up and it goes officially back up and running, and they have no need to run this proxy server because their site is back up and running, it raises another interesting question. How exactly how long will the site be able to run? Exactly how long will the site be able to run this time? Because as long as I've used this site's been this site's been through this a long time, especially through Sweden. And it raises the question, if the site does go back up, they take off the proxy server, how long will it be until the site gets shut down again? Because, I mean, this was the site's longest run. I mean, this was like a LimeWire FrostWire, this was like a LimeWire FrostWire time run. So, it really, like, if the site does go back up, the question is for how long this time? Because chances are, and I can guarantee you dollars to donuts, that if the site does go back up, I can guarantee you it's going to get shut down again. It might run for a few more years, but eventually it's going to be shut down again, because it has happened before, and like this time and all the other times. And like, but I mean, if the site does go back up, it's a question of how long before it gets taken offline again, right? Because it is, if it does go back up, it is going to be taken offline again, 100%. It will be taken offline if the site does get taken back online. It will eventually be taken offline once again, and it'll just keep going on and on and on. So it's really, in short, just a continuous battle for these people, and no, I mean, nobody has come to a mutual understanding at all, and it's it just is what it is. Just goes on and on, you know. There's not really much more I can tell you to that point. That's really the extent I can tell you. But I mean, if the site does go back up, the question is for how long? Because there is a ratio and a time limit for how long. Because I guarantee you, the site will get shut down again. Might run for a few years, just like it did up until now, but if it does go back up, then if it does go back up, it will get shut down again, and again, and again, and again, and just over, and over, and over, and over, and over. So, if you have a question regarding Torrent Pirate Bay, please leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you guys, and I'll have more on this hopefully. And one last thing I want to tell you. Thankfully, Torrent Pirate Bay is just the most popular and most well-known. There are many others. Like I said, there's ISOHunt, there's Kickass, there's Torrent.net, there's Torrent TAS.com, which I find is really good. I've been using that actually. It's just as good as the Bay. Plus, I mean, faster. Just as good as the Bay. ISOHunt's just as good as the Bay too, because it runs the same as the Bay pretty much. And you guys know everything else. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys. And I hope that the Torrent Pirate Bay comes back up soon, because and I really hope that, you know, they come to some sort of mutual understanding. But I mean, in a perfect world, yeah, but we don't obviously live in a perfect world, because if we did, I wouldn't be talking about this. But I will have more on this, and it's kind of a ongoing thing for me right now. And these videos are getting a lot of views because this is a really popular topic at the moment. Thank you for all the views. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Thank you for following. I mean, I knew the Bay was popular, but I mean, I didn't think it was this popular of a topic. But I mean, you've got basically all the world using this file sharing site. I mean, so anyway, that's all for me, folks. Subscribe, like, and favorite, and I'll see you guys later.